Hello everyone, this is Boženka again. Oh, it's late over here, but I just couldn't sleep. I was all ready for bed. I braided my long hair very tight, but I couldn't sleep. So I decided, well, why not? I'm gonna tell you a little story from my younger days. I was 41 years old, and you see, I had this art exhibition in Calgary. I was excited preparing canvases and wondering how it's going to be. I had an exhibition with a gentleman artist, which was rather famous. So I didn't know how am I going to fare by someone that has a great reputation and it is famous. But I had a courage and love for art. So picture it now. We were in gallery, and I was hanging my canvases, and I had also a few sculptures. A sculpture that you see in the corner is one of those sculptures I exhibited at that art exhibition. Brian loved it, and he didn't want me to sell it. It's a sculpture of life and death. You can see death over here on this side, and the other side is life. Maybe next time I'm going to show you from a different angle. But anyway, go back to story. So this famous gentleman artist is preparing for his wall. And two younger guys were carrying one of his large canvases. The exhibition was on the second floor, so they were just going up the stairs and carrying this. It was a beautiful canvas, but they bumped it, the frame, like when they were passing through the door. And this artist, he became so upset, and he was actually yelling at those two guys. And he said, "What would you know about art, you peasants," or something like that. And I was just looking, and then and they were startled too. They didn't know what to say. And he looked at the wall where I had just was hanging one of my pieces, and he said, "Look, this is art, especially that face on the left side. The expression is something that you wouldn't understand, but this is art." So I happened to have a scissors in my pocket. So I poked a hole in my own painting and I cut the face out. A face that he liked it. And I gave it to him. I said, "Here, keep it. You said you liked it." He opened his eyes. The two young guys that were carrying his painting, they were startled, but they had a smile at the corners of their mouth. I'll never forget that. Well, I want to remind you that we are all artists in heart. Every move that we make could be art if we feel it in our heart. So I will tell you something about my little art that I make from a scraps of a tissue paper. Look, here it comes, a discarded tissue paper turned into a little art piece for your delight. You are a great artist. Don't let anyone tell you differently. You are art. When you touch anything with your own heart, that becomes a fantastic, amazing, great art. Here, a tissue paper, a magic. life. I think I'm gonna sleep better tonight after talking with you. Good night.